Okay, now family, welcome to part 2. We'll be making for you some bammies. You saw what I did in part 1? So, I tried to get a mold, but the one that I got it's for the mini one. I wanted to get the one for the regular, but I did not get it. So, we'll just have to make do with what we have. So we are going to be making mini bammies. So you'll need something like this is Jessie Pitney, or if you have a cast iron pot. I don't know how many people want to try this. So you want to put your mold down in there. Look at the heat that we're on, and my stove is pretty dirty right now, and I'll tell you why before the video is over. Not that I have to, but so you're gonna rest your mold. If you had a bigger mold like for the bigger ones, then you do the same. So these are gonna be mini bammies. So I'm gonna be putting, like, make sure you make this mixture stay within the mold. 2 tablespoons, each tablespoons of this cassava mixture in there, and I'm gonna just level it off like that. Okay, just gonna level it off. Look at the heat under the pot, the level of the heat, and that is what we are going to work on. And I'm going to leave this for about a minute or 2, and then I'll return to you. It's loose, so I'll return to you in about a minute or 2 to show you what I'll be doing. Okay, now after about a minute, we will come back with a teaspoon, because this mold is so small, so you want to go press down this. It's the heat has taken it, so it's easy. Using this to let the bammy be properly compact. Okay, you want to put it, so you're using this. Be careful. This is my method, y'all. This is just my method of doing this with this mini mold, because I did not get the bigger one. And even if I had the bigger one, I would have to do the same, but probably I would have to use like a cup or something to press it down. But because this is so small, there isn't any, so I've got to use a spoon to get this bammy all pressed down. So we're going to press it down, and we're going to leave it for, this is like about 2 minutes in, an additional 3 minutes. And then when we return after that 3 minutes, I'll show you where we're at. Okay, after about 3 minutes, overall 5 minutes, family, you want to come and lift your mold, and you see your bammy has taken color. So you don't want it get burned, so you're gonna just try to remove your mold. So you're just gonna use a spoon or something to push out your bammy from your mold. Okay, as soon as you do that, you're gonna need to clean your mold. Right on over here, camera girl. You're gonna need to have something damp, and this is like, it seems like it's a stainless steel. No oil, no grease, no butter, no nothing at all. So you're gonna need to clean your mold, because this is sticky. It has some gum in there. Let me show you right on over here. This still has that thing in there. Okay, so you're gonna need to clean your mold after, because you're gonna be doing more. So after you clean your mold, you want to come now, and you want to gently to turn to the other side, real gently. Okay, you're gonna leave this here for, and it brings all these little it comes with all of these little, what do you call this, these little crumbs. That's how it is when you're baking bammies. Your stove is gonna be messy, everywhere is gonna be messy until you're ready through and you're ready to clean. So you're gonna leave it there for another minute and a half or 2. Then we will return to do another slight little pressing down. Okay, we soon come. So you come back now, and you'll give another little squeeze with your spoon, and another little squeeze, about 3 squeeze. Okay, down. Or if it was a bigger mold with a bigger bammy, you'd use like a teacup or something that is firm to squish it down. So we're gonna leave it to do its thing, and when we return, this will be ready to be removed from the container. Soon come. So now family, this is inside there, and we're waiting for it to be finished on this side. Now in the interest of time, I've gone ahead and I've done a few for you. and this is what the finished product looks like. I've left them on a wire rack to cool. These things, they are really moist. They sort of like more on the gummy side. So you've got to leave them to cool where air can get under. Or else with that heat trapped in them, they will just build up some water and underneath the bammy will become soggy. Okay? So I've gone ahead and I've done a few for you. So these are mini bammies. Okay? And you can use your hand because it's not really hard for you to get your hand. So with this one to come with a little color. Whilst we're waiting on that one to come with a little more color, we are going to present to you right here and now. This is our homemade bammies. I did them from scratch. You saw me. And let me present from my kitchen to yours. From my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach. It is my homemade Jamaican bammies. You saw me. I did it from scratch. Please do enjoy. Now, I am not sure how many people will be taking on this task. This task is a really tedious one. That's why I said in part 1, I don't think I would ever take up this because it's a lot of work. But let me give you a little story time right here and now. When we were children living in the country with our family, my father would plant cassava. And when he would have say plant them cassava there for rainy day. Rainy day mean hungry time. And when you see things really get hard, he would go and he would dig like sometimes all 60, 70 pounds. And the whole day we would be there. Probably I was not so much, I was really small then. I wasn't at that age, I never couldn't greater yet. But I was there as a little girl running around. Some would be grating, some would be ringing, and while some would be making the bammies. And that bammy making process or exercise would have taken the whole day. Sometimes these at the late at night with buckle lamp. If you remember anything like that, please comment. We were done when I will look out and do a kitchen, you know. We'll be baking bammies because this mixture cannot stay too long. We didn't have refrigerator back then, so we have to make sure say it done off within the day. If him dig the cassava late in the evening, we would start early the next day. Once you grate it, you have got to finish it. This mixture goes sour easily, easily. Okay, so we'll have them, I would bake them. These are mini bammies, but we'll bake bigger ones and we'd stack them on top and we would have them. And we would bake tons and tons and tons of them. But they can't last for more than probably about, they would last like a few days. But as the day goes by, if the time is hot, they will just dry out and becomes dry. All that nice gumminess from them, they will dry right out and become dry. This one want to stay a little more. Okay, let it heat up. They will dry right out. And you have to wet them with some coconut milk. And then you get them to fry. Mind you, those times we couldn't find coconut oil because things were bad sometimes to fry. So we would have mixed on sugar and water. Sometimes we can't even find lime because the lime them just not in the season. So we would mix that sugar with that sugar and water and we'd dip the bammy in there. And that was what we would eat for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. If you remember anything like that, them time when them bammy sitting there catching your chew. Okay? If you have liked this video, remember to give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Where else would you be getting something like this? This is the prime bammy making process, family. This is how you process the bammy to get the cassava to mix with the flour to make the bammy. This is how you do it outside of machinery. This was how it was done back then. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you do. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. When you do subscribe, remember to hit the bell, then leave your comment below. When you do that, then you would be in the norm for to be a member of the post notification shout out crew. Okay, today's post notification shout out goes to right up top here. Okay, once more we just want to say thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. Remember, Camera daughter-in-law and Camera son, they've got the channel up. We'll leave the name right up there for you. And remember to give Margaret some support for her book. Those who have been supporting her, thank you so much. She's so welcome it, and I'm also saying thanks for her. Okay? And we leave the link in the description. We leave everything in the description for you. We did not use a lot of stuff, but we'll still leave what we used for you. Our PayPal link will be there. Our PO box link will be there. Every single thing will be there. Okay? So once more, from my kitchen to yours, it is homemade bammies done in a decent way. So let us move this one. I don't know this one, but I know it's ready. So we have it right here. Let us put it back. I was just tucking them to show you something. So please do enjoy. Look here, if you want to do them, and then try to get them accurate, because the mold, if you don't have no mold, you just put it in the pot. Now I want to show you something. When you do one and you want to do another, just like I did, so you have to clean your container. And this is why I told you my stove was dirty, because I was doing those prior to videoing time. So this is why. This is how your stove will look. It has a lot of little, you know, scraps flying all over the place, and my fan is on. Now that I have to explain, but I just chose to, you know. So this is hot right here now, and you don't need to grease. You just clean and just repeat the process I showed you how you make it. Hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, remember once more to just thumbs up the videos. Thank you so much for your love. Debbie from Donga Yard. Bless. No stress.